So we've decided to sort of take a new approach with the game, which is a little disappointing because, let's be real, I finished programming pretty much all of it. We got 3/4 of the way through. Really all I was waiting for was the art from my artist. But then I was thinking, it's kind of pathetic, really. I was playing The Sims 4, and like the premise of the game is this guy is taking care of his little sister because of, like, his father was killed when he was really young, and then their mother died of an illness when he was in his early teens. My cat is gonna start bumping the camera. Hey, cat. So, they have a really close connection, and he develops like a lot of anxiety because he feels like so pressured, because like he feels like he has to take care of his sister even though she's a grown adult, she's going into college and stuff. And then I decided, for some reason, I was playing The Sims 4 and I was watching like the interactions between the dad and the toddler. For those of you who watch the streams on Gamer Assault Weekly, you know what I'm talking about with Johnny and Ava, and I was like, this would be like such a more impactful story if I made it like my Sims character. And I know that is super cheesy. It's not gonna be, for those of you who watch the stream, it's not gonna be exactly like that. Like, I'm not gonna make him into a fucking doctor or anything like that, but I thought it would be interesting to sort of, instead of focusing on a brother-sister relationship and having like a boyfriend right there, like there's a love interest right from the start, I thought it would be interesting to sort of have the single father, the daughter, a love interest, and then a friend route, because I don't like it when games really force you to choose a love interest. It kind of gets on my nerves. So I'm thinking of doing like a family route, a friend route, and then a lover's route. I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out later. The good thing is that this allows me to do a lot more with the story, because the story for the game itself, we were initially going to release it for free because it was so short. Some games, like a lot of what Ebihime puts out, are really short, but it felt weird to charge for a game that was as short as it was. I think it would maybe only take like a few hours to get through it all. So this allows me to make a much more impactful story. It allows me to make something that's a lot more dramatic, and it also allows me to do a lot more, like, I want to include stat management. That's one thing I'm really excited for. I don't know how to program it, so I'm probably going to have to hire someone for it, but we're going to add stats. So I'm pretty excited for that, as long as it turns out well. Like, that's the one thing, is I can have all the hopes and dreams I want, but if it's not executed properly, I'm fucked. Kenny, please don't lay on the keyboard. So we're doing a whole new direction, like we're scrapping everything. We're not so much scrapping it. What we're gonna do is we're essentially going with, you know how some games release playable teasers or demos that have nothing to do with the game. They're just there to give you like an understanding of the gameplay elements and the art and the narration style and everything like that. This is kind of what we're doing. So we're gonna be releasing the game we were initially going to release, but we're gonna release it as a demo, and we're gonna launch that with the Kickstarter. I'm excited, but it's also kind of daunting because this means I have to write a whole new story. Like, I've already started storyboarding, which is a task within itself. Like, if you don't make stories, if you're not really into writing, some people can just make it up as they go, but if you want something that's very structured and very coherent, you need to storyboard it out. At least like create a flowchart of events that you want to happen and then kind of work your way into those. Otherwise, it can kind of come off as like a total mess. This is actually going to be interesting. We're hoping to host this, or not host it, we're hoping to feature it at PAX. We don't know which one yet. I mean, PAX Prime sounds appealing because it's PAX Prime, but I feel like a lot of people go to PAX Prime for the AAA games, and then like things like PAX South are the ones for the indie titles. So if you go to these events, let me know in the comments below which one you would rather see the game at.
How's my little co-producer doing? You working hard? Huh? Oh, goodness gracious. Hello.
I also need to find someone to help with like marketing or social media, or maybe they're the same thing anymore. Everything's advertised on social media. Like, I can reach out, like I can do PR, I can reach out to different websites. I can reach out to Nitaku or Manga Gamer to see about, or even Sakai Project, but Sakai Project I've heard so many weird stories about that I'm kind of tentative about it. about publishing, and that would have a lot more marketing options available to me then. But at the same time, if they don't want something like this, then I need to figure out what I'm gonna do, and I've never had to market anything before, so this is kind of nerve-wracking. This is kind of the thing I don't enjoy about being in charge of a project. I have to figure everything out for myself. I have to figure out what artist to pick, and it's not just one artist. You need the background artist, you need the character artist, you need to make sure that character artist is not only okay with the content of the game, but they're also okay with something like muscles. Like Tao's got a lot of muscles, and it's not something that can be overlooked. So obviously I already found an artist. But like, you also need to find someone for music, you need to find someone that is a really good graphics artist so they can make your GUI and your Kickstarter assets, and you need to either find a GUI artist that can also program this shit into the game, or you need to find a separate programmer to program that shit into the game. And then like, you have to do the PR work. You actually have to put together like press kits and media kits and shit, and you need to get like emails ready, and you need to figure everything out. And I feel like it's really overwhelming. I don't know what I'm doing. I am starting from zero, and I am teaching myself everything along the way, and I am mildly terrified that this is going to just fall on its face. And that's kind of scary, because I feel like all I need to do is fuck one thing up, and it's just, we're just working so hard, every single one of us, and we've invested so much into this, especially me, and I just want this to work. And I'm really hungry. There's no food in this house, so I'm going to go scrounge for what will probably end up being a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I will see you guys in the next video. Remember that Senpai loves you, and all of my social media and everything is in the description below. Bye.